Hey guys, how's it going? It is October 12th, I believe. Yeah, I got that right. Well, yeah, October 12th, 2020. Uh, get back to this merge again. So, I've done a little bit off camera, but not too much. My son came down, and then now he's gone back upstairs. So, he didn't stay down. Woke up late, and then he upstairs for a bit. I'm like, if you're gonna go upstairs for a bit, I'm gonna get this work on. So, I've got to kind of get a picture of where I'm at. There's a few ways to do this. The Probably the easiest is to use a screen capture, which is probably what I'm going to do. And I'm not talking about the screen capture or screenshot function. I'm talking about an actual screen capture because you want to be able to compare the two and then take it from there. So what I want to do is I'm not too sure which one I was working on last. I believe I was working on the Stanford. We'll just go with that. I'm kind of going diagonally up along the Stanford sub, trying to cross in the middle. It's not going to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect because this isn't a perfect. This is an actual very peculiar looking merge, considering the fact that there's also the canal sub further west that is eventually going to take over a fair chunk of it, anyways. I would imagine. Well, not everything. It'll take over some of it. Definitely west of the canal, but you don't necessarily need it because you got the Grimsby and the Stanford pretty close at the curve. So where the Stanford curves off to a diagonal northeast is just just south of Allenburg. Allenburg to Allenburg along the canal, a lock 4, bridge 6, I would say. Well, these numbers don't make any sense to anybody, but that's okay. That's not that bad. Not that bad of it. So you're probably thinking, well, okay, well, you don't have anything off to the left. That's okay. The canal's going to be there, and I think that was already in there, built that way, if I recall. I think I just basically I cut it at that point because I knew the canal was coming down, so that's where I decided to make the break. This one, merging the canal will be much easier because it's a straight line going down up to here where it goes on an angle. And the angle that it's trying to catch here is this going into this area here. So it's a bit of trial and error. So right now the Stanford sub is actually pulling onto that baseboard. It's actually taking a section of the Grimsby sub. So what we need to do is be able to get it up to um, par with the other one. So we want to have this top section merging in so that it fits within the Grimsby sub. So what I can do is I can go like that, just so I know which one it is. The UTM is controlled by the last UTM. If I deleted this, I would lose the UTM for all of it. So this is the last baseboard, actually. So I'm going to want to have the baseboards up here cut at that point. So what I'll do is I will, first of all, I'll get Alt-Tab. I believe you can, I believe I can save some files and look and try to compare images, which is probably not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, skip and snitch. I don't know why I still have that down. Yeah. So this is better here. So I go new, and all I'm doing is checking this out here. That's all I need. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get that thing out of there. So why does that... Let me see that again. I want to get the new one in there. Okay. Now I can see everything. So then from here I can probably save it. Snip now. I don't know if I can save that. I guess I can. Save as. It's going to go to pictures, which is fine. It can do that little screenshot. I don't care about that. Just like that. We're all set. So I can work my way down here until I get to the next corner, which is a little screwed up, actually, looks of it. The UTM's there. Kind of weird because in a way I don't really need to don't need to be that close to it, or do I? No. So I'm working my way down. I've got the top here. So I do have the UTM here, it looks like. I don't have it here, so I can actually take this one here out of the equation. The others, what'll happen is the other will make its cut its place. So delete this one. So the UTM's still there, which is fine. I don't want to delete this one because, you know, that's just... I'm saving... And then again, I can cut this out, have the UTM showing up, but merge it in that way. What I have to do is get rid of this one and that one. Now I got the two corners where I want it. I've got the this is where I'm gonna basically be tying it up, basically. So I'll do another new one. Save that. Another screenshot. Minimize it. And this will be finally the one edge where I don't need anything else. You can see I can see the numbers, right? And that's the important thing, is you want to see these numbers. These are all part of the other UTM. Eventually I'm going to be merging a lot of those as well, but for now it's okay. I can see that going up. In fact, I'll go a little bit higher. Can't, gotta go like that. That's okay. I can see it. As long as I can see it, that's all that matters. Ooh. Here. That'll work. So again, then I'll do a new one. We just want to catch that portion here. So see, I can see where, you know, the UTMs, or the yeah, the UTM is part pushing itself out that way, which is fine. And I want to save that. Save button is. You can see I got the screenshots right there. Minimize that again. I could put it down here just for the corner. The rest doesn't really matter. In fact, judging by that, I'm going to take that one out. I'm a big fan of that showing up. Or that one, for that matter. But it's okay. It's got to end somewhere, so I'm okay with it. So that's where that last corner where the Grimsby sub's going to come down. Get myself one more. Pop it up here. Save that. Okay. So now you're basically you're going through between the two just to make sure that everything fits the way you want it. You can see the roots in blue there, which is good to know. Again, this is pretty tight, but the canal sub's right there, so it should be able to get most of the detail. And if I cut a little too much off, which I probably did, then it's not the end of the world. The canal sub's here; it's gonna be able to merge into that. Then we're fine. Over here, I have no idea what that's gonna be just yet. I don't even know if I did a screenshot. I don't really need to do a screenshot of it, to be quite honest. As long as that's fitting in. So now I go ahead, I save this route, And this is probably a good tutorial if you ever want to merge anyways. The problem that I had last time, and I'm hoping I did it wrong, and I'm doing it right this time, was that the elevations were off. And I don't know if it was a dem thing or whatever the heck it was, but okay. So now I'm going to load up the Grimsby sub, I should say, and I'm going to refer to wherever those documents are. I think they're in pictures. So I'll exit surveyor there. I already saved it. I'll save it again just to be on the safe side. Ah, crap. Save new root and session. I don't want to do that. I want to save. Overwrite exist. No, no, no. Something happened there. I think it's fine. I'll just exit the surveyor. I'll save. I'm pretty sure I saved it. If not, we'll figure it out. So now I want to go over to Grimsby. We're going to edit this route. So now we're prepping the merge from this end. Now the goal here is, although there's the seamless merging, that is one of the tutorials in DEM. This is more of a expansion at a later date type phase that I'm trying. So I'm not looking to add to the DEMs. I already have the root. I don't want to be redoing the root. That's the whole point of that. Adding DEMs at a later date, you know, and then you're dealing with a new merge. It's a little difficult. Okay, so here's the Grimsby sub. Again, it'll go so far, and then I'm gonna have to basically figure out where I'm at. That's Lake Ontario, so I don't have to worry about that so much. That I can add later, if I'm not mistaken. If I can't, then you know, I just keep it as ground and decide what I want to do later. So now I'm looking for the Grimsby sub, which should be popping up there. Yeah. Okay. So when I look at the pictures, and if I go, I think if I go picture, I don't know if it's going to be photos. Probably not going to be it. No, that ain't it. That's not it. Forget that. Forget that. Forget that. Forget that. Oh! Okay. It looked like it was a different thing altogether, but okay. So, yeah, I didn't want to show all my photos. That's why I'm trying to get away from that. Okay. Okay, that's what we want. That's the latest photo, and I'm just going to go with the 4. And I wish I could zoom it. I'm pretty sure I can. Okay, let me start with that. So what I have is I have 17. I have the ground for 17T. Oh crap. But I don't have the I have to figure out where I am. That's the Stanford sub there. So from what I can see, I'm missing ground. Yeah, I am. Just judging by the shade here, the way the shade is, right? So this is the end of the baseboard. So 17T 665 4776. 17T 665 4776 would be down here. Okay, now I take a look at that again. So right above it, that baseboard, I have to start cutting out the UTMs for those on the Grimsby. So where it says 665 4476, I go in and I remove 40. I remove this. Hopefully I did that right. I think I did.
Mills Road.
Okay. So I think I'm okay now. I'm on the Grimsby sub, or I'm on the Grimsby. I'm killing the Stanford portion up to a certain level. Let's just see here. I just want to make sure that I am right as far as. Okay, where's the little thingies that move, or whatever the heck it is? Oh, there we are. Sure, there was somewhere around there. 64I 4776. So I go all the way to 648. So I do a straight line all the way across to 6448 or 648 4776 UTM. So I definitely want to have that one. Definitely want to have that one gone. By the sounds of it, I want to have this one gone too. I believe it's straight all the way across now. Till I hit 648 4776. Okay. Which is a long ways away. But that's okay. One more look. You just got to be careful because once you've got rid of it, it's gone. So this is the Stanford's controlling that section. So I'm okay to keep going. It'll actually try to do the other ones. It'll try to go below, and which is fine. It can do that because you got to delete all of that. So if it wants to keep doing it, that's fine. But I want to get this part done first. It wants to move over there. Okay, one last look. 648, 4776. I want to have there. Oh no, the 648's right here. Okay, yeah, and then we're at the canal sub. 648, 4776 is going to be controlled by Stanford sub. Okay, and I keep the rest. Okay. Sorry, I'm just being extra cautious. What am I looking at? I'm looking at photos. I'm looking at. Okay, get out of there. There we go. Then I have it control after that. So everything else I believe is the same. I just want to make sure I do this part right, because then I have to go down one. Stanford sub is controlling that one. Okay. All right, I'm fine for that. I don't know what's what there. Okay. That gets a little dicey down that way. So it looks like Stanford sub is going to so I'm going to wipe out 645 4772. Okay, that's further down. Hold on. So 647 4775. Gotcha. What you're doing there is we're making sure that these ones here are done. Yeah, and this is the Grimsby sub that we're on right now. Make sure. Yep. And yeah, I can kill all the rest of it, but So now I'm just going to go 3 more. Six 46, 4772. Just give me a second, guys. So I'm going to take out 645, 4772. Right there. Yep. So you see I got the perimeter working now. This side, I have to look back over to pictures. That we're good. That I'm not so sure. Making sure we're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm trying to figure this one out hard. So Stanford. It's a little tricky. I just want to make sure. I see the path up there. I'm not sure where we're at exactly. Okay, I think that's ugh. I'm not sure where that's at. That's the scary part. So 70 okay. Um 4770. Let me find that for a second. Okay, we're way down here. I wanna go back up here for a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why it's confusing. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking that's a little bit lower. That one's fine. We're okay with that one. I think we're okay with the next one too. We just did that. Okay, that's what I want to see. So the Stanford controls everything up to that point. So 6554776, which is what we got. And I'm not too sure how far down. Looks like it's going to go across, obviously. Whoops, I want that. 6554776. That one. 6554770. It's like I'm missing something, or I'm just a little confused on something. That's that left side. We're okay with that. I'm almost confident with that because we've already isolated the section here, so we're okay here. It's just I want to make sure I've got the Grimsby section right. I'm going to work my way from the top and do what I know. and then we'll see if we can get this right. Okay. Okay, so that's a Stanford. Stanford's going to control that one and one down. That's all I know. It's probably going to control much more than that, but it's going to control that one and one down for sure, which makes sense. Down already. Never know what time he's coming down. Stuff down. It's obviously gonna control the actual Stanford sub here. So, but just want to make sure I've got obviously the Grimsby's here. I'm not too sure how far the Grimsby goes, or is in control. This is that one screenshot that I have is a little confusing. That one. I see this black area. And I gotta be really careful here. So let me go over to 665, 4770. I believe this is going up. So I'm going all the way, like, looks like 2, or at least 1 that I've cut all the way up.
Glen Ridge.
Six five five 4770. Okay. Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's already part of the Grimsby anyways. The Grimsby's taken that part over. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're going to be good here.
Glen Ridge.
Because I'm not even into 4770. Which means they have to be. I guess. Whatever. If I'm missing some areas or I cut some out by accident. But the Stanford sub should be able to take care of the rest. Now I'm just getting rid of the excess. I don't know why it wants to go up there. Whatever. Everything. Already out. Try it from here. See what. think I can do 2 at a time, but without it moving, but as long as they're going, I don't care. Try 2. Alright. So hopefully the Stanford fits like a glove there. I'm not sure if it will yet. I don't see why it wouldn't. So we've got that little section right there that should fit in. If I did everything right. If I didn't, well, then I didn't. Let me save this. I'm gonna go over to the Stanford now anyways, just to take a look at it. I'm sure it's fine, but I've already looked at it, then I'll start merging. So exit surveyor there. Looks like that'll come across. So we hope. Not sure about over there, but that should be okay. I'm gonna try that. And we're in here. Here. Nope. Looks a little strange. Oh, that's why. There's the piece right there. Whoops. If I did it right. Don't think I did. Not looking good. Oh, there it is. That's fine. Like a glove. Let me just bring that back out one more time. Well, I've got it going in. It's about as good as it's going to fit as far as I can tell. Apparently, I've screwed up an area over here. But that's okay. I'm not worried about that. There's an area there that probably should have stayed Grimsby. I cut it across. But that's okay because what'll happen, there's another sub that's going to be coming in and I'll patch it up, I guess. But I got the whirlpool, I've got the sub itself. Everything that goes down to Lake Erie. Okay. Now, what does that say? Merge layers. Well, I got to merge the root first. Merge the terrain. Sure why I can't merge. Oh, do I have to change the layer names or something? I think I do. Okay, I gotta change something here. I gotta change the layer names. Or it'll let me do it. So I go into here. I thought that would merge it. Not too sure why it's not. Let me just double check. I think I have to put the names in. I could be wrong. Either that or one of them's locked. Probably the Grimsby sub that's locked. I'm pretty sure I gotta change the names, but I could be wrong. Yeah, let me try doing that. Let me go and get out of that for a minute. And go into the Grimsby sub just to take a look. Got a funny feeling it's the names. I've done it before. I just, for some reason, I can't remember. Let me check the layers. Oh, they're all unlocked. So if I change... Ah, there we go. I'm going to save this again. I want to go through on Stanford for a reason, so that's why I'm doing that. Exit survey for you. Save. Now we'll do it again. Hopefully we got it right this time. And the reason why I want to use Stanford is more of a center of Niagara. So the original will stay there, I believe. I won't bother changing the name of that. I always forget where I put it. Merge route. Grimsby. See, the layers are already down, so I can merge them right now. Okay. Oops. There we go. Oh, that's just indicators that's saying it's okay to do it. So let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then I got work to, I probably can't use this method. And then you've learned a lesson. I've learned a lesson. Because this will be the second time I've tried this, and I was a lot more precise this time. Yeah, I lost a little bit of the outside scenery there. But, so they're merged now. Now the question is, how bad is the terrain? Is the terrain correct? Or is there going to be issues with the terrain? We're not at the point where they're going to... I need to go right to... So far, it looks pretty good. Then again, we're at the canal. Okay. As far as I know, it worked. So whatever I did the first time I ever tried this, it didn't work. This one worked. That's the canal. That's okay. So I get to go up to the station here, or to the station in the river. Unfortunately, I've lost a little bit of the depth of the river down this way. But then again, that's going to be restored once I do the Montrose sub. So I'll be sure to... Montrose sub is going to have more closer scenery anyways. And then everything else, you know. Will I keep the UTMs to the right? Probably not, because I can't do anything with them anyways. I'll probably end up getting rid of those. But I think everything else, I'm going to check the other merge points. I think we're okay. Take F9 out as well, just to be on the safe side. But I think we're good. I think that's... Nope, that's... There's Jordan Harbor. Now knowing that, I can continue. I'm perfectly fine with continuing at that point. Where on the 406? Anyway, I can't even tell where the merge would have took place there. The fact that they look great there is good enough for me. Not sure what happened there, but I'm not even sure. Oh, what am I at here? I'm kind of lost. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in St. Catharines. I was like, what? St. Catharines. Or am I? I'm upside down or something. Yeah, I'm in St. Catharines. I got the canal sub there, and probably something else. Okay, this way. See the difference there? There's a big difference there, but that's okay. That's just the, you can tell there's a definite difference in the, this is where the merge took place. I'm almost not positive, but take F9 out for a second. Sure. Was it just in there because it's in there? I thought I could get rid of the, oh, wait. Coming. Oh, that's because UTMs are already in there and then the rest of it's doing it. Okay. As long as everything looks hunky-dory there, and I know that is a definite seam. This is where the merger took place. You can tell. And it's okay. It's trying to get the exact level between the two. See, now we're getting into the UTMs here. I think. What UTM is that? Cute and all, but I don't even know what that is. Oh, they're bigger UTMs, that's why. Okay, gotcha. Or are they? No, they're the same ones. They're different ones, but something got. Maybe it's okay then. Oh. Or maybe it's just a type of. It looked a little weird, but I'm okay with that. Oh, there's my building. I think I still have that. Or no, I never put it in. My building, but it's not. All right, so there's the Stanford sub there. I can hit F9. It looked nice. Uh, yeah, I think this detail's good. I think it did a good job. I could definitely see the track there. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. Now I notice the track ends, so I have to add a track. But that's only because of the merge. So one track uh, didn't belong to the other, blah, blah, blah. I think I might have had the same issue here, possibly. No, that's all Grimsby, that's why. So that's where the connection took place. I've got a nice area of the whirlpool. And yeah, this is good. So immediately, now that I like it, and the merge worked, thankfully, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna resave this as Niagara for today's date. So I'll save this as save new route and session. So now we'll call this Niagara. Where are we at? We on the, can't remember the date today. It is October 12th. Okay. RTS Niagara October. I don't know if we'll do that. 12th. Oh. RTS Niagara October 12th. Save new route and session. I believe I can merge the layers within. Like once I have certain layers, I can merge those layers as well. But merging the root, I needed separate names for the layers, so I'll let that save for a bit. But that's perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The only minor error was when I was taking this out here. I knew, well, from what I could tell, we were getting pretty close to the end of the UTMs anyways, so that's okay. I'll get that dem back. I really don't need this dem from what I can tell. Let me just take a look over to in the distance here across the river. So if I was to hit F9, I get all that ground. Um, see, nothing pops up. So that's telling me right now, I don't need it. I mean, that is plenty of Niagara Falls, New York. I do not need to go any further than that. So I must have, the old way I did it, I must have merged one of them and it screwed up quite a bit. But there's differences between the US and Canadian data here, but that's okay. Um, so we don't quite get to the falls, that's okay. We get to the American Falls. Um, but that's okay because you weren't going to get it anyways here. It was gonna start cutting off, and I think that's where I cut it. And then down here you'll have the canal. So yeah, I'm gonna, once I'm, where am I here? Oh, okay, now it's Humberstone.
Hello.
Hello there. I merged Stanford and Grimsby.
Okay.
So I'm just doing a live stream right now. So now we're free to work on this. The merge worked out good. I don't know why I couldn't get the merge to work before, but so we know the canal sub's going to be coming alongside over here, so it's a little tight here. But the canal sub's coming down there, so I'm not too worried about it. And then over here, of course, the canal sub can take the remainder of the data here and the Humberstone. So the Humberstone stops right there. I could add a line and give myself the extra little section. But now we're free to model Grimsby and Stanford. Now all that other stuff I'm not worried about. Over on the other side, we've got the bridges. I find it's a lot smoother in various areas. You're still going to have the rapid changes in a lot of areas because the resolution's not changing. This isn't as detailed over here, and that's because I probably didn't get a level 19, but that's okay. I don't care. It's staging as far as I'm concerned. I got the beginning of the Hamilton sub here, which again, this isn't as detailed. So once we merge the Hamilton sub in, then it will these UTMs will have their own set because you're crisscrossing basically. So you have to Hamilton subs the next one, and Williams after that. They can merge in. They don't look too bad actually. I mean, yeah. See, it's fuzzier, and that's because we're further away from the Stanford. So this isn't there. See, it starts getting better as we're getting closer to the Stanford sub. That's what happens there. Stanford. Yeah, as soon as you start getting closer to Stanford sub, then it gets better. Oh, I guess it's lunchtime, huh? That way you came down. I think that looks pretty good. And then
Yeah, it's pretty.
we've got all the industries are here. Fully done. Now in the background. Is this too far? Ooh. Right there. I think that was the end of it. I think I saved it right to the end. Seems about right. Spot there. I wouldn't have deleted it. I'll say it's. If not, we'll figure it out, but add it later. Have the other plant. Oh, actually, let's take a look at Fort Erie. So the detail's not as high for Fort Erie, but because I never did it. Oops, I went way too far. Right here? Here. I'll have to deal with it. It's not as good as I wanted it, but I can still see the roads. You know what I mean? As long as I can still see the roads and know where the building is, and I can see where the track is, and see the car there still. This is where the detail comes back in. I think everything is far enough so that I can do scenery. There's see the river in the background. I can see Grand Island in the back. I think. Yep. Hmm?
Actually,
Well, that's the thing, and that's where I came to a conclusion that how much was I going to do. So if I'm on the bridge here going across, you can see everything you need to see. You can see Lake Erie here. Start Lake Erie. Once it's down there, I mean, I could probably push it a little bit more if I wanted to. See, I'm out on Lake Erie now. So how far I want to push it? Like even here, it's stretching off, right? The distance, the view distance to whatever you can see down here. So yeah, with the lanes on the highways and stuff like that, because we're not going to be. I mean, here I don't know. Let me take a look here. Are we getting the Peace Bridge now? I think we are. Yeah, we are. Got the Peace Bridge. So yeah, I mean, but this is going to be in the distance. So do I really want to simulate all the traffic the hell away from here, or at some point do I want to start spawning it and not worry about all these side roads until they get near the tracks? You know what I mean? So I can see we have the start lane right there. I don't have to have anything exiting. In theory, I could, but they could be overlapping each other. I started thinking about that too. I just have one's coming through, and then that's a ways enough where the scenery starts cutting in. But what you're going to see is you're going to see that you're underneath anyways. So everything looks fine. The bridge is going to be there. I don't know why it dips down so much. I showed you the Welland River, right? It's much better. Remember how it was off to the left before?
Yeah.
So, whoops. You can see where the route is too. So yeah, on the Welland River. Yeah, no. Load up my stuff. The other one. Look at where it's at right now. It's almost dead center. So if I'm to add the water level, let's just say I'm going to add the water level. I'm not going to save it. Where's water? Forget. Oh, you'll let me find it. Screw off. Eight? Not that. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Gonna add water. Going. See? So even if it's still a little bit left. A little bit better though, isn't it? Yeah, it's about the same. I think that's okay. And that's the difference between 5 or 10 meters or whatever it is. So it's off by that much. And you'll have the same thing with these grades as well. I think it looks pretty good. Where do I want it? Good. I think yeah, that's guess I gotta start going lower. It's going downstream. You know what I mean? It starts going down and then almost like there. Converting. Not even reaching. Oh, I didn't even. Way too. Flood stage. I have to start lowering it. Right? Trees now. Cool, but it's washing out a whole area. What does that look like? Okay. I already saved that, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So it's got to lower as it comes down, or even start with a lower one and then. Oh, that's cool. You can see where it's in this. That's got to go higher because we know it drains that way, right? If I go, whoop, boom, like that. Hmm? No, no. Then we level it out and figure. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It goes squarey, square. When it's smooth, like you see at the end there. So those are your grids. And that's the whole thing. So you level it out along here, and then you fine tune it, right? Looks cool to start. That's going to be one of the last things I do when I start geoforming and everything. Once I have the roads in place and I can eyeball and check the videos that we have, whatever. I don't know what these numbers are. That must be the grades. Doesn't
Must be.
which doesn't look as bad as I thought. I'm gonna run a train for a second. Oh, I'd have to quick drive because I thought I was seeing like 6% and all kinds of other grades. I should be seeing that. I don't know what those numbers are. So
Gradients of
what kind of gradient? Like 2%?
0.02.
That sounds like 2%.
0.02.
Like 33%? I don't think so. But it doesn't show that in the game. It shows a different number. I don't know what to believe. It doesn't matter anyways. We'll get it right anyways to the elevation or whatever it is. But okay, exit surveyor for now. So we got the merge to work, so that's good. Got to fine tune everything after that. But now we got the route that we can finally fine tune everything. These Stanford and Grimsby sources, don't need to have them. That'll work out good stuff. It took a lot of fine tuning to get it in there, but it worked. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I'll be back later this evening. Have a good one. See ya.